Hello, Temple High School. Today we will be going over protocols and first day procedures. So here we go. Our campus leaders, Temple High School administration, head principal, we've got Dr. Jason Mayo, associate principal, Dr. Kelly Powell. We have 4 assistant principals, Mr. Hernandez, A through E, Ms. Belson, F through K, myself, Miss Mitchell, L through RI instead of RE, that's supposed to be RI, and then Mr. Madden, RO through Z. If you need us, we're here for you. The school day will begin at 7, the doors will open. 7:15, the classroom doors will open. And before you go to class, you can grab and go to class at 7:15. So make sure you grab and go with your breakfast before you go to class. 3:10, school will dismiss, and 3:17, the buses are pulling off. So make sure once 3:10 hits, the bell rings, you guys. If you're riding the bus, go ahead and head out any door in the back. You can exit and get on your bus, because at 3:17, the buses will be leaving Temple High School, okay? So technology support. Please use this QR code if your student, use the TechSpot resources so that you can get all of your needs met. They are here for you. Schedules. Schedules are available. Hopefully you have looked at them in Skyward. Elective changes were due on June 1st. Okay, so make sure you review your schedule, and if there's anything that you're concerned about, talk to your counselors, and they will definitely help you with that, okay? So they will be allowed, okay? But you need to make sure that you follow the criteria so that you can get what you need. All right. Open periods. Any students that do not have a class period assigned, first, second, third period, cannot be on campus during this time, okay? So if you have an open period, you need to leave the campus, meaning inside. You can wait outside during those times, okay? Any student that does not have a class that is assigned to them during 6th, 7th, or 8th also cannot be on campus during that time, okay? Teachers are not allowed to have a student with an open period, so you can't go in the classroom and just chill there. You've got to be out of the building. All parents and students with the open period have signed a contract. Students will be issued classes if they do not adhere to the contract day, okay? Please contact your child's counselor regarding any questions about the schedule. Okay. Need to talk to your counselor. We can't stress this enough, guys. They're here to help you, okay? So here they are by Alpha, and their email is connected to their name. So make sure you know who your counselor is and email them if you have any questions or concerns. The bell schedule. You've noticed that we did move up in our bell schedule, all right? Doors, like I said, will open up at 7, and our lunches have shifted just a little bit. So be mindful of that and make sure you know your class periods and the bell schedule, okay?
Hello, Wildcats. This is Billy Madden, Assistant Principal, RO through Z. I'm here to talk a little bit about attendance. As a reminder, students, attendance is taken every period, every day, so you need to make sure that you're in class. This year, our court system is open, and if you're absent a lot and tardies, you and your family may be taken to court, and I'd hate for your parents to have to pay a fee for you being absent or being tardy a lot. Make sure to excuse any absence on campus. Students require appropriate documentation. So bring doctor's notes, parents' notes. Students have up to 5 days to submit documentation. Attendance is tied to your credits. If you exceed your allowable absences, You will not receive credit for your coursework, even if you have a passing grade. So make sure you're in class. Remember, attendance is one factor to qualify for a semester exam exemption. That is very important. I know that many students want to not have to take their semester exams. I know I would. Any attendance questions, if you'll email ths.attendance@tisd.org, and they will respond to you. Appointments. Remind your parents that if they want to make an appointment with the administrators or anybody on campus, they need to make sure they call 254-215-7012 or your child's assistant principal office. And that's more towards the parents. Make sure you at least call 1 hour before your appointment so that your child is ready to be picked up. So if your parents want to pick you up, they need to call the school an hour before your actual time to be picked up. Parents, when they arrive to campus, call 254-215-7012, and the school will send your child out to your vehicle so you don't have to come in. Parents, whenever you call the campus, be prepared to answer a series of security questions, such as your student's ID number and other information that you, as a parent or guardian, would only know. Parents, make sure you submit the doctor's note upon the student's return to school. Those are very important because it goes back to being an attendance issue. If you have any questions or want to email your doctor's appointment or doctor's note, you can email it to ths.attendance@tisd.org. Parents, all visitors must have an appointment to be on campus. To make an appointment, please call one of the following numbers based on the first letter of your last name that goes with that specific assistant principal. Approved visitors must self-screen. A sign will be posted on the door that explains what you have to do. We suggest that unvaccinated visitors are encouraged to wear a face covering, and we will have some at the desk if you need one. Visitors and parents may bring items to campus for their student during school, but we're not allowing outside food on campus.
All right, Wildcats, I'm going to talk now about general guidelines. Just some rules, policies, and procedures you need to follow. There are no passes during class periods, no food or drinks in the classroom except a water bottle. You may have a water bottle. It is strongly suggested that students and staff members wear masks. All students must continue to follow the TISD dress code, and students violating the TISD code of conduct could be subject to disciplinary action. And also, you'll see a slide here, see a picture here, some healthy habits. Just a reminder to stay home if you're not feeling well. Just be mindful of personal spacing. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds and clean and disinfect surfaces frequently. Tutorials are before school, 7 o'clock to 7:20 a.m. as scheduled by your teacher. So if you're going to come in the morning, you have to have those. Just get a pass from your teacher the day before, and you can come in, show it to us when you come in, and we'll let you go to your tutorial. After school, there are tutorials from 3:10 to 4 p.m. as also scheduled by the teacher. And then, as I said before, for any tutorials, you'll have to have an official pass. So just be sure you get that from your teacher if you're going to come in the morning or after school so that you can show it to us and we will allow you to go to that class. Dress code, student handbook. Be sure you read that. You may not wear a hoodie or hat while in school. Under no circumstances are you allowed to wear a hoodie or a hat. If you do, you'll be asked to remove it. If you do not, there are disciplinary actions for continuing to do that. Pants must be worn at the waist and must be sized appropriately, no sagging. No holes or hemlines above mid-thigh. No midriff showing. And shirts and tops must have straps 2 inches wide. Self-check. So remember, if you take a temperature that's greater than or equal to 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, then you need to let somebody know. If you're with a nurse, you will be sent home. Or if you're at home, please do not come to school and call our nurse. New uncontrollable cough. If you have a cough that causes difficulty breathing, or a new onset of severe headaches, especially when you have fever, sore throat, diarrhea, vomiting, or abdominal pain. These are just some of the symptoms that you're going to be looking for when you are self-checking yourself in the morning before you come to school. or if also our nurse will be checking for the same symptoms. So morning procedures. This is how this works this year, Wildcats. 7 a.m. The school, Temple High School, opens our doors to you. The main entrance in the front is locked. You will still be coming in through the ramp. Last year, for those new students, you will follow those students that come through the gym ramp, and that's the way you will be entering the school. Or if you're a bus rider, you will enter through the CTE building. That's where you'll be dropped off. Only students participating in extracurricular activities with their teacher supervising them will be allowed in the building prior to 7 a.m. Safety screens, as I talked about before, will be required, but we're doing that randomly. As I talked before, there are 2 entry points, the gym ramp and the buses and CTE. And bus riders, we call it the library atrium. Once again, the ramp by the gym is for student drivers. So if you dropped off or if you walk to school or you ride your bike, that's where you come in. And you will just self-check based on CDC guidelines. We have posters that are available. As you can see, those CDC guidelines all over the school. And then entry staff will randomly check temperature. So that's the front entrance. We will be doing random temperature checks. So just if we ask you to take your temperature, just know that we'll be doing that randomly, but not like we did last year. For those of you that were here, we checked every student. Breakfast is served at 7:15 until 7:30 a.m. only. So when you come in, you need to have 15 minutes to get over there. It's a grab-and-go breakfast that you take from the cafeteria, and you take that to your first period class. It's the only time you can eat in the class. And then all students will walk the main hall according to the directional map until 7:15, and that's when the bell will ring for you to go to your first period class. Once again, the student center will remain closed this year to avoid any mass gatherings. This is a map of student drop-off. As you can see over here, the parent drop-off by the new gym. You can see my pointer, and this is the gym ramp, how you get in. It also shows where buses are being dropped off. Student parking here, staff parking here, visitor parking in the front, staff parking. Take a look at this so you see where you can park and where you can go in, and how parents are dropping you off and how they're getting out of the school in the morning and in the afternoon. This is a morning entrance protocol. As you see here, if you're dropped off the new gym, you're coming up the ramp into entrance 1. No one comes in the front of the school. Buses are back here. You come into the library atrium. I called it CT, but it's more of the library atrium over here. And you'll know when we drop you off where you come in. And it shows you how you walk right here around. For those of you that were here last year, you know what to do. For those new students, you'll catch on quickly. Just following the arrows in the circle, in the square actually there, until the 7:15 bell rings if you get here between 7 and 7:15. Just some guidelines here. You can watch this video. Hands-free water. There's water bottle only for if you need water. We have the hand-free stations that you can see that you can put a water bottle under it and put your water in. You cannot drink out of these. You're not even allowed to. It won't let you. All other water fountains that are still on campus are the old ones they're covered, and pretty soon they're all going to be removed anyway. So just be sure that you can watch this video, and it'll show you exactly what you need to do when you're going to one of the water filling stations and how you can fill your water. Passing period procedures. One-way hallways are still in effect for those of you that were here last year. New students, there are signs that look just like this that give you directions, and there are arrows just like you see on here that you follow. That way nobody crosses each other. So look for those arrows and look for these signs and follow those. For those of you that are new freshmen, you'll figure it out pretty quickly, and we will have people to help you out for the first couple of days until you can get that. You have to follow these procedures. Of course, if you don't, it will result in disciplinary action. We want you to be safe, and it also helps with keeping the hallways from getting clustered. So it's very helpful, and it worked very well last year. And you can see here the passing period procedures. The passing periods between classes are 6 minutes to get to class. Now, there are special passes available for students traveling from CTE to 9th grade center or fine arts or vice versa. So if you're going from fine arts to CTE or CTE to fine arts, as you can see in this map, you look on your schedule and you will get a special pass. You must follow the one-way hallway, as I talked about, to go to all your classes. And this is a map of exactly what the one-way hallway looks like. You're not allowed to stop and congregate. You do not have time to do that. You must continue to move forward to your next class. All staff should be in the hall during passing periods. to assist.
Hi guys, I'm Heidi Belson, Assistant Principal for Alpha F through K. Let's talk about tardies. We give our students 1 week to get familiar with the building and find out where all their classes are. And so the second week of school, once most students have basically figured out where they are supposed to be going, we will begin issuing tardies. All staff will be in the halls helping students. If students have questions, need to know where to go, there's always someone close by they can ask. Once the bell has finished ringing, all students should be in class. Teachers will shut their doors and all students should report to the closest AP office to be issued a tardy pass. 5th and 6th period, these are during our lunch times. Students will just go ahead and go to class and their teachers will track their tardies. So if they get to 5 tardies in a single period, those tardies will result in a disciplinary referrals. Tardies do reset at the end of each 6 weeks. So our lunches A lunch runs 11 to 11:30. B lunch is 11:55 to 12:25, and C lunch is 12:50 to 1:20. Those lunches are noted in Skyward on the student's schedule. It is important that students attend their lunch and their lunch only. Juniors and seniors may choose between off-campus and on-campus lunch. Freshmen and sophomores must attend lunch on campus. Freshmen must eat in the 9th grade cafeteria, and sophomores must eat in the main cafeteria. Juniors and seniors eating on campus must use the main cafeteria. Absolutely no outside food or drink is allowed in the building. Unless a student packs it at home and brings it with them, they are not allowed to bring off-campus food onto campus. The same goes for parents. Parents cannot drop off food for their student during the school day. So at the end of the day, students are dismissed at the end of 8th period. That is at 3:10 p.m. Students must exit the building unless they are staying for tutorials. Once you exit, you may not return to the inside of the school. Students staying for after-school detention or tutorials must go to that location directly after the dismissal bell and not stand around socializing. Students riding the bus must exit to the back of the building and load their bus by 3:17 p.m. All buses will leave at 3:17 p.m. every day. Students being picked up or leaving by car must exit the front of the school. Parent pickup will be in the front of the gym parking lot. Please make sure to abide by these procedures. If you're a student or you are a bus driver, please make sure you check Skyward for your updated busing information. All students and parents can access this in Skyward. All students have an assigned seat on the bus as well. So please make sure, students, you understand you must sit where the student is, where you are assigned. Okay, and again, at the end of the day, you only have 7 minutes to get on the bus. As a reminder, parents, just like drop off, you must use the new gym parking lot to pick up and drop off your student. Please do not block up the aisles or the rows where students and staff are parking. Make sure that you pull through the parent drop-off pickup area in front of the new gym parking lot. Okay, we are super excited about our first day of school on Tuesday, August 24th. Can't wait to see all of our students here on campus. Again, a reminder, the tardy bell rings for first period at 7:30 a.m. See you Tuesday.